All right, hello everyone. So this video is going to be on a couple things. One is going to be the new Halloween event, La Catarina or something like that, and also on my new base. Basically, here I decided after my trap got sprung again to finally get rid of it. It never really served much of a purpose. It was just kind of something I wanted to, since I got nailed on it, I wanted to have some fun with it myself and build it and see how it all worked. So I decided to use this as an opportunity to do some upgrades. And so let me just show you the Catarina stuff first, and then I'll move on to my base. If I can get over here. So over here where my trap was, I went ahead and ditched this thing. So I'm assuming most everybody's already been using this thing and going out and farming, but you find all this stuff just by going to zones. And it seems like the flowers so far have been the hardest thing for me to find, you know, in the correct proportion with everything else to make these things. But I've got 6 of these guys ready to go. I did not have time to turn these in last night. It kind of sucks because this event pops up like right around the time I'm going to bed, and then it's only up for 8 hours, so it's kind of a you snooze you lose kind of thing. But it turns out from watching some other guys on YouTube that the rewards you get, it's basically you only want to use the 6 splendid tombstones. Don't even waste your time with anything else. So if you don't have enough, just keep saving up and then use them on the following night. But I believe this thing is just going to pop up every night, and you know, once you have these things saved up, you can go down there and turn them in. The rewards are not very good. Pretty much the only thing you're going to get out of it is one of these 3 special hats, and I'll show you that here. But get over here. So I finally got the ritual book to pop open some new tasks, but the sombrero, the luchador mask, and the witch's hat, mysterious hat, are the 3 rewards you can get. And you're going to get them anyways, just completing the ritual book. So even if you never did any of these splendid graves, it really wouldn't matter. You're still going to get those 3 hats. And I mean, let's face it, the hats are basically trophies. I did hear that all the Halloween events are event items are going to disappear. Can't remember where I heard that, but I heard it at some point from somewhere credible, and that's probably going to be true for some of these things like the candies, the pumpkin heads, and stuff like that. But I assume that these 3 trophy hats, masks are going to remain. So definitely try to get all 3 of those. I mean, you should just get them all doing the ritual book. I'll get, you know, as many as I can and add to my little trophy collection. I kind of wish they would do more trophy apparel for the rest of your body, so I can make some funny outfits than just constantly doing ones for your head. But anyway, so onto my base. Let me expand the view a little bit here. So what I decided to do, and let me start off with the infected chest. So this was something I'd always wondered myself, is how do you get rid of that thing? It decomposes, and then the zombies are around it, and you can't really tell what's going to happen with it and how you actually get rid of it. So what happened was I ran over to the thing after the zombies were all gone, and the icon popped up to grab something. So I pushed it, and it ended up picking up a chunk of the chest off the ground, you know, the decomposed, rotting piece of it. And when that happened, the whole thing disappeared. So, I mean, that's all there was to it. At that point, the zombies stopped coming. So what I decided to do is make a second metal room here, right next to my current one. And that's going to cost me 300 and some odd pieces of steel to complete that. And that's going to give me a ton more space, and it also opens up about another 40 spaces here on the left side of my base, so I can put chests and whatnot. Obviously the dog pen takes up a chunk of that. And So I'm also going to do this in such a way when I get to this point that I can add a second layer of steel around it. And that'll be kind of my extra secure core when I get to that point. I'm not worried about it now. I mean, the metal cutter still isn't here, despite the nonstop teasing about it. So, and even if it does come here, you know, rating is still done by the computer, and I don't see how, you know, I don't even have a meter anymore, but I don't see how I need to worry about it unless the raters really get aggressive and are able to like bust through a ton of stuff and are programmed differently. So, I mean, there isn't anything else really special to my design other than just simply making it bigger. And once I get it complete, I'll show you guys. But right now, my woodworking bench over here is just working overtime. I've got to be making a ton of planks. And I'm going to have to go back up to the oak zone, which is fine because I need the skill. So I'll be going up to the oak zone and getting a ton of oak to make a whole bunch of more stone walls. So how I get it all finally organized and whatnot, I don't know. But definitely this area here gives me a ton more room for weapons and armor. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that. And I'll probably just mostly be sticking to my same organizational format here just to make it obvious where everything is and make life easy. I like having a base that's easy to work with, so I'm not going to be honeycombing this thing or doing any of that until I need to. Alright guys, so yeah, I'll definitely be checking out these, get off of this, get, there it is. I'll definitely be finishing these things up here today. Kill Joe the Bumpkin. And get another helmet. Easy enough. Yeah. So I will see you guys on the next one. Alrighty. Bye-bye.